Hey, and we're having a wonderful Adventures in Prosperity. I have so enjoyed having the opportunity to sit down and share with so many wonderful Mile Highers, and we have got some incredible people you're going to love meeting. The first is a fabulous lady and a very powerful lady, and you're going to get to see a little bit about her life. This is Suzanne Grandchamp. Enjoy the video.
A successful lawyer in Minnesota, Suzanne Grandchamp found Mile High Church while on vacation in Colorado. She knew immediately that this would be her home. In fact, she felt such a deep soul's call to Mile High that she commuted weekly in order to attend Science of Mind classes. She loves this nurturing, supportive place. With its inclusivity, respect for all world faith traditions, active GLBT community, and a consciousness where folks aren't afraid to dream big, Mile High has been a huge beacon in her life. Suzanne doesn't take any of it for granted. When she started tithing, she says life changed quantifiably. It became the law of least effort with her law practice. Instead of micromanaging, things just started to come when she needed them. Initially, it was a little scary, but she grew to delight in it. Like holding back seeds for future planting, she started giving from a place of knowing that there is always enough.
This community is support, diversity, positivity, and optimism, and personal growth and transformation. Home is where Mile High is.
Please give a warm Mile High welcome to Suzanne Grandchamp.
Yeah, Suzanne. Good to see you. This is one fine lady here. She's an amazing person. Suzanne, thanks for your dedication to Mile High. You know, I'm really impressed with how you found out about Mile High. You were living up in Minnesota.
Yes.
That's how they say it there.
Minnesota.
Yeah, and you were reading the Science of Mind magazine and came upon an article about Mile High, and
Yes.
that brought you. Tell me about that.
Okay, well, I think the article was by Reverend Barry, and I read it, and I kept seeing Mile High's name throughout the Science of Mind magazine. There were advertisements for a holiday program, and I thought, I'm going to be on vacation in Colorado soon, so I'm going to go see that Mile High Church. And I did just that. And when I came the first time, I sat in the very back where I think all the newcomers sit.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm 1 foot in. And I wasn't going to stand up and give that flower either.
Now, don't listen to that part.
And you were speaking that day, and I want to just tell you, the memory is as fresh in my heart today as it was then in 2012 about how held I felt here, and how supported and how loved. And I thought, you know, this is a beacon of positivity and warmth and love and inclusivity. And
Yeah.
I felt I was at home.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And then it was just a matter of how to get here.
Yeah, and you know that Suzanne commuted from Minnesota down here every week to go to class, Science of Mind 101. Every week, she flew down here.
I did. Last fall. I took Reverend Cynthia's class on Tuesday morning, and so I would fly in on Saturday because I didn't want to miss the service on Sunday.
That's good.
Yep. And then, and then I would fly out on Tuesday afternoon, and I say it was all meant to be because I never had a late flight, I never had a canceled flight, and I had 24 of them.
That's prayer right there in action.
Yeah.
You, I have dubbed to be a woman of overcoming because I'm so touched by your path. At 24, you were a corporate pilot and also a flight instructor. And then out of the blue, you experienced a grand mal seizure, and that ended your flying career.
Yes.
But you know what? You just adapted. You went to law school.
I did.
And before long, you had a 20-person law firm all your own.
I did.
And then age 41, and that business kind of crashes. I get the idea. One of your lawyers got out of hand.
Imagine that.
Yeah. And then you got the diagnosis of breast cancer. And so as you've moved through that, and again, here you are doing phenomenally well, how did that work for you?
Well, I can tell you that, you know, with big challenges come incredible opportunities for transformation.
Yeah.
And it allowed me to really experience how resilient I was. It taught me to be unafraid of big changes. And I think the most important thing I took from it was that this persona, this incarnation, this lifetime is finite. So if there's anything else that I wanted to be, do, see, or experience, I needed to get on with it. And one of the things that I wanted to experience, and it was a real calling, an inner calling, or a craving almost, which was spiritual community. And I found, that at Mile High and so much more.
Yeah, that is so important. You've done so beautifully, and I really want to thank you for the light that you shine. Now, you have now integrated this passion for spirituality into your practice, your law practice. You've got a book, and we saw it up there, but what was the title of that?
It's called Marriages End, Families Don't, Divorce Wisely. And it's a heart-centered approach. It's a handbook, but that it's heart-centered, and it deals with the various aspects of divorce, the legal, financial, emotional, and spiritual aspects.
Good.
And it'll be available on Amazon for pre-sale in about a month.
Yeah, well, congratulations on that. That's nice to bring that spiritual energy there.
Yeah, thanks.
You, in your time of moving into this community, have become such a strong supporter. And would you share your philosophy around that?
When I joined as a member officially last summer, I knew it was time to also step into the responsibility of membership. And to me, that's tithing, and it felt right in my gut. And tithing for me is 10% of my gross income, to the place at which I feel fed spiritually. And that's Mile High. And I was nervous about it because, like everybody in the audience, I have a lot of financial commitments, and there didn't seem to be a lot of extra money to do this, but I leaned into faith and trust, and it was like a light switch flipped. My law practice became extraordinarily busy. I was given or channeled the outline for the book and began writing that in December. And then there were a whole host of opportunities and wonderful opportunities and experiences that have come about that were not of my hand. And I attribute that to tithing. And so it was really a win-win both for the church, which provides just tremendous opportunities and resources, and also for me personally.
Yeah, it is a fabulous step of heart that puts you in alignment with the wonder-working powers of life, and everything grows. Suzanne, thank you. Thank you for sharing your light.
It's been an honor.
Onward and upward. Suzanne Grandchamp.
Thank you.